Hello and welcome to this demonstration of passive NFE reporting with AOI Hub. The reporting of passive NFEs can be quite complicated. For common reporting standard reporting, an entity that's a passive NFE will need to be reported if it is resident in a reportable jurisdiction or if any of the controlling persons of the entity are within reportable jurisdictions. Controlling persons can include the shareholders or trustees, beneficiaries of a trust. Similarly, for US reporting, for FATCA, if a passive NFE has US reportable controlling persons, substantial owners, then it needs to be included in the FATCA report. The way that we deal with passive NFEs in the AOI Hub reporting template is that the account holder type is first of all selected for passive NFE, and then the details of each of the controlling persons or substantial owners that relate to that passive NFE are recorded underneath. So for example here we have the Purple Trust and its three controlling persons that are trustee and beneficiaries are recorded underneath, and that ensures the correct reporting. You can add additional controlling persons to a passive NFE by simply clicking anywhere on the row. So if I click on this orange investment trust and then click on the Add Controlling Persons button, that then brings up the Controlling Persons tab. If I select Individual, the choice here, Individual or Organisation. Organisation is only valid and relevant for FATCA reporting, where that's permitted to have a controlling organisation. Otherwise, for CRS, it would be individual. The controlling person type field is in most jurisdictions optional. I'm just going to select that and enter the details of this individual. Address details. And I'm going to click on Create. Note that when you click on Create, if there are any validation errors, that'll be indicated. I'm going to click on Fix Later to continue, because I just want to show you in a moment this is also picked up as part of our standard validation routines. What you can see now is that underneath that passive NFE is inserted a row for the controlling person. And I could continue that process as many times as I needed to. In our standard validation checks, if I click on the Validate button, we have validation checks across the controlling persons in the same way that we do across the account rows. So it will check for any invalid data, and you can see there we've got one error. On the errors sheet, you can see as identified there's an error with the controlling person. Any errors that relate to controlling persons have a CPE prefix. In this case it's telling me that jurisdiction is required. I'll just click to that. I'll just resolve that and rerun the validations. Okay, and now I can proceed to creating the reports. This has identified that I've got FATCA and CRS reportable accounts. That's because one of the passive NFEs had a US reportable controlling individual. I'm going to select both, proceed. That's now complete. Let's take a look at the reports that have been created. You can see here it's created FATCA and CRS. Let me take a look at the FATCA reports. We have on here just one report for passive NFE. If I take a look at the detail and how it's presented, on our management report we can see we've got the details of the account and the account holder, the entity, and underneath that the substantial owners that are reported. So it's nice and clear what's been included in the report. If I take a look at the XML, what we can see on here is that the section for organisation contains all the organisation details, and then we have a substantial owner section underneath that contains the details of that individual. Similarly, if I take a look at the CRS report and look at the management report, 3 passive NFEs this time. If I take a look at the way that we show the information on the management report, again, details of the entity, the account, and underneath that, each of the controlling persons, so it's nice and clear. Similarly with the XML, details of each entity, followed by the details of the controlling persons. We hope that you found that video useful. Please look out for further updates on our YouTube and on our LinkedIn and Twitter.